Already recorded. Okay, this is the making of. Hello, hello, hello. Testing in 5, 4. Recording, right? 3, 2. Hello, 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 and welcome to the pre-Raya Shelah Talks time of the month. Oh my God, sakitnya aku. A few more days we're going to be celebrating Raya, and then one day after that we're going to be celebrating Raya Merdeka Raya. And there's so many things happening next week because all of you will be off, so no one's going to be in KL. Best the Jalan Raya, kan? It's all about the Raya. I'm loving it. And of course, I said, once of the month, every time of the once of the month, I will talk to the people of Malaysia. Last month I talked to this, all those monkeys. I introduced you to that work here at BFM. This month I want to talk to the people who are the youthful in the Malaysia, because I always talk about them on the radio station. How these young people are now nation shaping the nation. I don't understand what that means, because there's a lot of fat farms. Is it in KL? I don't know. Never been there before. So let me introduce you to our guest for this time of the month. So we have this very handsome, he look very corporate at the moment. Don't know Datuk siapa punya anak, this one. This is Fuad, but Fuad in the night time takes off this business attire, and he's in this group called Kyoto Protocol.
That's right, Kyoto Protocol. Yeah.
How do you like being a musician and this corporate person?
It's actually a very good balance for me. It kind of fulfills all my needs as a human being. I have the business side to kind of keep me in touch with what's going on in the world, and of course, ever since I was 3 years old, I was holding up a tennis racket and playing it like a guitar. So it seemed like the natural thing to do, really. I just hope that I don't,
from tennis racket to musician, it's very natural. Most of the time, we don't know what we're doing with the racket. And then my next guest, she's very beautiful. When she walked in the door, I was like, oh my God, Miss Malaysia! And now, of course, she is! Ladies and gentlemen, this woman also, her private life in the daytime, she's only Miss Malaysia at night, because in the daytime, she also had to wear office attire like that. And she does public relations, PR like that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very beautiful lady. Thank you for coming on air. This is Nadia Heng.
Hello, thanks for having me.
And how are you?
I'm good. The last time I was here was with Datuk Yasmin Yusof as well.
Is it?
Now and then.
Yeah, we don't mention her on radio because that one is Miss Malaya. You are Miss Malaysia. It's different. It was a long time ago before the colony, when she became the beauty queen, and they were to give her like coconut husk for a crown. So anyway, never mind her. Hi Yasmin, how are you? Are you listening? Hello. Good morning. So evening. So yeah, so of course the three of us together are doing something very interesting come Malaysia Day. That's not next week. Malaysia Day is not Hari Merdeka, please don't be clueless. Merdeka is independence. That is when we got the independence from the colonials lah. And then we're going to have Malaysia Day, which is what? What is Malaysia Day? A lot of people still very confused.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of confused. I'm gonna say.
Are you really?
Yeah.
After I give you my number.
Much obliged. Is it Malaysia's birthday of some sort?
Are you kidding me?
No?
Are you serious?
Yeah, actually.
Sarai.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the beauty queen, /PR woman. What is Malaysia Day?
Oh, it's basically when Singapore is separated from Malaysia.
Oh my God, I tell you, this is the end of it all. You know what I mean? It's over. Here I want to talk about how smart the youth of Malaysia are. One is telling me one thing, the other one is telling me when Singapore left. No! Malaysia Day is when Sabah and Sarawak became part of us. Yeah, because for about 50 years, we had to get a visa to go to that side of Malaysia. Who cares about Singapore? It's still Malaysia.
In my defense, I was actually born in Singapore.
Yeah, but you're here now, right? What passport do you carry?
Malaysian passport.
All your life you carry Malaysian passport? Because, how old are you?
Should I divulge that? 27.
So okay lah.
You could calculate first.
You were born in Singapore but have a Malaysian passport.
Yes, actually, because both my parents are Malaysian, and if you are born to Malaysian citizens in Singapore, you have the right to
your persona non grata like that.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why they don't want us. That's why we flush our toilet, they drink our water. It's so easy that way. Yeah, but you see, Malaysia Day is with now celebrating the 2nd annual Malaysia Day, because last year we had this big party all over the country celebrating the fact that yes, we are finally a nation. But of course, this is a major PR spin lah. I'm not afraid to say that. You should know this, Nadia. But at the same time, even though it's all this nonsense, nationalist propaganda, it's starting to actually bring people together.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, can you believe it? Oh my God! I tell you again, you see this 27-year-old boy, I think he's too busy being whatever he's doing in the daytime. Yeah, but this year it's getting bigger. Yeah, a bit deprived. So I'm going to go talk to Nadia. You just sit here and look cute.
Okay,
And then later you play your tennis racket for me. Yeah. So Nadia, I mean now, have you noticed, I mean since you become Miss Malaysia also, you have to play the, the unity harmony card a lot when you're in public. But do you see a slight change?
I think, well, especially for this year, like you said, this year being our second year, and of course, moving along to what we were going to talk about initially anyway, with Undi Malaysia campaign, with people at MCCHR and June Wow, who have come together to collaborate and do a huge campaign in conjunction with Malaysia Day. I think things like this are, encouraged, and I'm really glad they're doing it, because it's things like this that get us really excited. There's Merdeka and there's Malaysia Day, and there's a reason, like you said, that everyone's sort of like, there's been a lot of hype since last year, and I hope it really builds momentum.
I think it's good also, like this thing that we're doing, this
yeah.
Undi Malaysia thing, I mean it's targeted at the age group of 18 to 35, I don't know what I'm doing there. So I already tell people how old I am. But it's good that the youth are involved, and I think I've noticed at my tender old age of a, I'm still younger than a certain first lady. But it's nice to see that more youth, the early 20s, teenagers who come out of school, they feel a bit more, I don't want to say patriotic, but they want to know more, they want to experience more, they expect more from the country now. I mean, what's it like for you as young adults?
I can really vouch for that, because what you said was exactly how I feel. I lived abroad for many years. And these past 2 years were is really the first 2 years that I've lived in KL, lived in Malaysia. And, I've always had this attachment to Malaysia because, my passport's been stamped with a crest.
A crest?
of sorts. And now it's starting to occur to me, I do want to learn more. I want to know why Malaysia Day. I want to know why is it wages haven't, increased at the same pace of...
as the cost of living.
Yeah, as the cost of living, as the cost of rice or sugar, and why, why? Just going everywhere and asking why.
Yes, and because the price of sugar is like that, people are still drinking a lot of sugar, getting fat, and we wonder why we have obesity problems in Malaysia.
And diabetes.
And diabetes and all that. This funny word for, like, kecik manis, kan? Diabetes. I always thought diabetes was about two people talking, like a diatribe, like that. So diatribe, I thought it was just a tribe of people dieting. These words all very amaze me. I tell you, England is such a tall language.
So very powerful.
Very powerful. I see Miss Malaysia's clever. I love it. So what about you? How do you feel? Because I know you're also another one of us, kan, who went abroad like that.
No,
and then you live your whole life here.
I lived my whole life here. I grew up in Port Dickson. I went to Chinese school, I went to Malay school, and then I went to local university. So
wow.
I did everything here, yeah.
I'm so impressed now.
That is quite impressive.
Wow.
So you must speak like many languages then.
I speak like every other Malaysian, 3 languages, English, Malay, and Chinese.
Which Chinese dialect do you speak?
Mandarin.
Oh,
Chiang
Ni hao, Malaysia, ni hao. I only speak Cantonese, as you all know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how does it feel for you? I mean, since you grew up, and of course you grew up on the other side of the town, which is, closer to the beach, where you could see the horizon and not ugly buildings being built around you.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
It was very nice. That was, despite people making fun of me being from a small town, it was very nice. And I think it's, I think, honestly, I think the internet has a lot to do with, the new generation sort of being more aware, wanting to know more. And I think it's sort of it's been a huge driving force in the past 10 years especially. So I think, you see, as people get older, like if I look at the 12-year-olds now, they know so much more than what I did when I was their age. And I think it inevitably contributes to them wanting a better place for our country as well. Yeah.
How do you think our youth is influenced by all this YouTube culture and Lady Gaga pretending she's a monster?
Well,
how does that encourage us to... I mean, because now that in the news, it's how, as Malaysians, we are supposedly different from the rest of the world. And then, the youth, they want to be Lady Gaga and a monster. But how does it affect a positive attitude, you think? How?
Well, I mean, it's not all good. It depends on the user at the end of the day, whether you're using it for the right or wrong reasons. But I think... if you're talking about YouTube, I think it's a huge platform for driving creativity. It's a huge, it's something that never existed. Like I can't even fathom sometimes. To think before the internet was invented, how people got around.
We
You
wrote
just have to make
letters, okay.
so much more effort.
Rode
Yeah,
horses.
But
We
now
licked
everything's
stamps.
like
Carrier pigeons and...
Okay, I don't know when you were born. Suddenly he's like carrier pigeons.
Well, I like to use one instead of email.
I'll show you my pigeon later.
Okay.
So anyway,
But yeah, no, I think people are just generally have so much more easy access to information, so they automatically mature a lot faster and learn more about worldly issues.
but are you afraid of that as the both of you watching? Because I noticed kind of when, with my generation, we grew up really fast and then we kind of lost our childhood. And a lot of us tried to regain it at the tender age of 30.
Why do you say you lost your childhood?
I don't know why, but you know, I think from back then already we felt like we had to grow up fast.
Right.
I think we'll...
Like you weren't pampered like how
Yeah.
a lot of kids are.
a lot of
today.
kids now suddenly at the age
That's
of
true.
18 years old, they're still 10. And then suddenly they have to grow up really fast. They have 2 years to be adults and go find a job.
Right,
when
they realize they're turning 30 and they've got no savings.
Yeah, I mean, you notice now, like, you know, they're all, now all these upper musicians, like all the Justin Bieber and all that, you know. I mean, music is catering to like sperm now. I mean, everyone is so young, kan? So how do you feel like as a musician? I mean, you're quite aged according to most, you know, music industry people. Kan? 27
That's
is
very
very
true.
old.
That's very true. And you know what? This applies to everything: the YouTube, the music. It's a new playing field, and if you want to grab people's attention, you've got to come up with something fresh. You've got to find your own niche.
Fresh.
And
He's talking about me.
yeah, I am talking about her. And
Her, he called me her. He's clever. I love it.
well, you know, I might not know what Malaysia Day is, but
Yeah, so you know who I am, right?
Way,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, you gotta be you gotta be unique, you know, and that's what actually really drew me towards Undi Malaysia.
Mm.
I was about to say Undi Malaysia.
You and I.
Slap
It's
me.
you and I.
You and I,
Yeah.
Malaysia, because it's doing something different,
Yes.
you know, and I think we've got a struggle to attract the attention of the youth who honestly all have ADD now. And I think
Ah,
Undi
they
Malaysia's,
do?
yeah, I think
How
all
do they
of them do.
afford it? I can't even buy a new Proton. They want to buy ADD.
ADD.
I can't even buy 4D. I want to buy ADD. Apa ni? I tell you, that's why I'm telling you, the youth of Malaysia nowadays, as much as I love them and I still talk to them, and as my male self, I conduct workshops at colleges and things, but it's always either they're very complacent and very pampered, or they suddenly want to rule the world, which was never the case when we were growing up. We still wanted to play a bit, we still wanted to rule the world a bit, but we were in no hurry to get there. But that's starting to change, and I think this You and I Malaysia, which will be called You and I from now on, this Undi business, we still don't know whether it's fair and lovely or not. So we just call it You and I Malaysia, because it is about all of us together.
Yeah.
But what is good about it also is a lot of us, we're just 3 of the many involved, we're going to help raise funds, and each of us have our own cause that we're standing up for or trying to create awareness for. What is yours?
Mine is Right for the Indigenous People. And I thought, well, because when I saw the whole list, it was a whole list of things, and it was just something that stuck out. And partly because I saw a friend of mine, her dad did a documentary about the Orang Asli. It's called Guardians of the Forest. And for me, before actually seeing the video and before making a trip to Tamanagara, like, it's just something that I think people in the city or anywhere else, it's just something you don't even think about. You think about, the price of sugar going up, you think about education because it affects you. But the rights of the indigenous people, they are sidelined and marginalized a lot, and it's something that it doesn't even occur to us.
No, and suddenly the houses turn into a landing
Exactly,
strip.
and our modernization is at their expense. So when I saw that, I decided that will be my cause. Yeah.
Wonderful. How about you, Fuad? Are you standing up for the corporate sector?
I'm standing for the little guy, and I'm talking about the
Chinese boy.
yeah, all the little guys in Malaysia. The cost of living. That's what I take a stand for. I mean, I've graduated with a degree. I've gotten a relatively comfortable job. I would say I'm not saying it's too comfortable, but the cost of living seems to be creeping up faster than
Yes, I know.
my increments are
I've had to
coming.
change telcos because it gets too expensive. I'm not going to
Exactly.
say which telco it is because you promised me a lot of things, you yellow man. And then suddenly now it's like, my service is crap. I can't even go to Pavilion and make a phone call.
Yeah.
You heard that or not, Henry? I don't think the CEO is listening to the show anyway. But did you hear that, Henry? Yeah, so anyway, continue.
Yeah, so if it's already affecting me, and empathy, I suppose, is one of my strong points. I can't imagine what it's like for somebody else who earns a quarter of what I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and
tough.
has 5 kids.
I mean, a lot of us also have to deal with, say, the certain force of people who, police around. And then we wonder why they want to ask us certain things in the middle of the night when we're driving home.
Yeah.
But a lot of us don't understand that even though we are paying all this wonderful tax money to all of you, and then, of course, they get all of like 3 peanuts to go home with and feed their 4 kids. I mean, the cost of living really is going quite high. We are very thankful, I guess, that the government subsidizes a lot of things for us. Well, I think we're the only nation where you can still buy a packet of cigarettes for under 10 ringgit. Because nowhere else in Asia can you do that. And we always forget these things, but again, we don't question and we don't ask. And a lot of the youth nowadays, they are starting to question and they're starting to ask what's going on. My mother only give me 50 ringgit a day, how to buy my rokok? You all better stop smoking. All you young people are listening. I know, Jilly, you and your 2 daughters, I know what they do. Make sure they stop doing it. Yeah, but it's good that we're getting together to do this as well. I mean, what other plans do you have? What are you going to do? Because Undi Malaysia will happen as one of the many things happening at the Jalan Bangkok Malaysia Day Celebration. Jalan Bangkok is
at Leonardo's.
At Leonardo's. We will all be at Leonardo's. What are you planning to do? Because we were told we have to entertain people who buy tickets, right?
Well, apparently, okay, for all of you out there, if you wish to support the cause, you can go to Facebook, go to Undi Malaysia.
You and I Malaysia.
Yeah, you and I Malaysia. And basically they've been announcing the 20 celebs that have picked their own causes. So on Facebook, all you need to do is click like on the candidate and their cause that you choose. So by 16th of September, there'll be 10 finalists with the most likes. And these finalists, or your celebrities, will have to perform. I'm not quite sure what. I'm guessing he's going to have something to do with his racket.
He plays some racket, I don't know what racket he'll be playing.
But yeah, that's what we can look forward to. And to support it, I think you just pay 150 ringgit per head. Yeah. And you can enjoy a whole night of entertainment with your celebrities. And
we are talking about cost of living is very high. We're expecting people to pay 150 ringgit. I tell you, half the time they can't even give me 10
Well, you must know where the money goes. The money goes to basically fund the rest of the campaign.
Yes.
So that people know that it's actually channeled for the right reasons. It will actually go into workshops, which are basically indirectly relevant to the causes that we've picked. So those, yeah.
So this is, I think also this is, I don't know whether it is or not, because there's too many words to read sometimes, my lashes are too long. I think Lawyer Bureau is involved, and that group of people just seem to be very prolific. Now, prolific, what a big word. They're very prolific, doing all kinds of things all over town and getting themselves into trouble. Got a monkey as their logo. I'm like, what? What kind of monkey? Lawyer, monkey. But they're doing good because they have this bunch of people that have decided to put this together. So please feel free to come and join us on Malaysia Day. Even if you're not going to pay the 150 ringgit to come into Leonardo's, all of us, the 3 of us plus, the other not so pretty and talented celebrities, will be meandering up and down Jalan Bangkok, because I'm sure there's going to be an open stage like they did last year. There'll be lots of performers, street performers. So please come and join us. If you are in the KL Valley, if you come from Seremban, come earlier because got no parking, kan? And if you come from Nilai, please bring me some mangosteen, okay? Yeah, because I need to cool down a bit. But it's quite wonderful, all these things are happening, and I'm here talking to two very young, at least 10 years younger than me.
No way.
Yeah, way. Believe it, I'll still go out with you, I got age limit. You're just above the age limit. Sorry, Nadia, I don't do beauty queens because I'm one myself, kan? I am the queen. But it's wonderful to talk to the 2 of you. Thank you so much for coming.
It's been a pleasure.
In.
Thanks for having us.
I mean, go and find them because they're all on Facebook. I know they all have their public profile pages. You got, right?
Yes.
You also got, right?
And Twitter as well.
And Twitter. What are you on Twitter?
Nadia Heng.
At Nadia Heng, H-E-N-G, not H-I-N-G.
That's right. And not H-U-N-G.
Not Hung, it's not not William.
I think Fuad's on Twitter as well, right?
Yeah, Fuad Kyoto, K-Y-O-T-O. F-U-A-D-K.
Wait, do you sing? Yes, you do, right?
Sometimes.
Because I saw the picture of you play guitar like that. I didn't know whether you sing or not.
Yeah, I sing.
Yeah, that's quite good. So he'll be there, I don't know what he's doing. Like I said, Nadia said he'll be playing his racket.
I'll be there like John McEnroe.
Don't get angry,
Okay. Hey, he's cooled down now, so...
Yeah, but Leonardo is a very small place, okay? Suddenly you want to Gabra, like that, we have no... Okay, wow, be bouncing off the wall. Cannot. Yeah. So yes, so this has been a wonderful time of the month with Shelah, that's me. So please listen to this. Oh, of course, this is what you call one of those addendum, kan? Epilogue. The epilogue is, the podcast for this video is not going to come up till right before Raya or just after Raya. So you all don't send all those emails and the messages because BFM, everyone can't have the holiday, kan? But it will come up, so you'll be listening to this audio on the day itself, like now. And thank you, it's a beautiful Saturday, everyone. And the video will eventually come up. Lord knows when it comes out. It better come up because I will sit on that fella's face because he's going on holiday to Germany like that. Kan? Boleh tak? Kerja want to go holiday. And some more he's not Melayu. Another cuti already. All of the Melayu sitting here still never go anywhere cuti. Yes, Selamat Hari Raya, everybody. Selamat Hari Raya. Minta maaf Datin and Tan Sri. And selamat bermerdeka Raya, ya. Dan jangan terlalu cepat bila memandu kereta balik kampung, ya, kerana ada traffic. Nanti you akan drive on top of the other car. It's not very good. Dia punya AAM cannot sampai cepat sangat, kan? So please enjoy yourselves this weekend. Plan a nice Raya properly. For those of the non-Raya people, enjoy your holiday. Don't get too angry. Alcohol is still being served anyway. Enjoy yourself. And I want to thank my two wonderful guests, Fuad and Nadia, for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, and thanks BFM.
My God, if only we had more time together, kan? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
My God, we have to do a part 2 of this. I don't know where. Maybe I just bring a camera for Malaysia Day and we just do it ourselves.
Hints, come on guys, BFM, one more time.
One more time. Be fabulous, Malaysia. This has been Shelah Talks on a beautiful time of the month, Saturday. So I hope to see you all soon. Don't forget to tune in next week for my post-Raya show, okay? When I post Raya to you, please leave your addresses. Thank you. Bye.